Hello everyone, welcome to episode 6 of Megaman.II. In the last part, we defeated Harpuya and a couple other, and some random frog, and now we're going to be going after the final two guardians. Starting off with Leviathan, because I hate Fefnir's level so much. Also, one thing I just realized is that you kind of revisit some areas in this part of the game, because you revisit a forest very similar to the first level that I took on after the intro with the frog and Harpuya. You go back to that ship that we crashed 2 parts ago. And this we're going to an area very similar to Polar Camaros' level, which was the ice level in the first set of levels. I said, how many times did I say levels there? Anyway, starting right off, there's a cyber elf directly to the left of you. I love when games start off to the left. I always love when games do that. In fact, that's one of the things I really did like about X6, is that they made something go directly to the left of you in Infinity Maginian stage. Also, thankfully, my health is not going to be that long for much longer, because we get the rest of the EX skills in this part, so thankfully I won't have to deal with easy death. Anyway, this stage does not have ice physics, but instead you have a lot of these tire enemies I don't know the names of charging at you, and then you have, if you saw on the ground, there's some right there actually, mines. They are not dangerous much. Well, they're not that dangerous, is what I should say. They can surprise you if you don't know that they're coming, but if you're noticing the flashing red things, you're probably not going to get hit. And now we have these enemies here, the snowball throwing ones, which reminds me a lot of Chill Penguin's level from X1. Because if I remember correctly, there were enemies that look very similar to these guys, except like blue, I believe, and that did the same function. I wonder if that's an intentional throwback. Probably is. Also, you gotta love how that moon is not moving with the sky whatsoever. Then again, the sky isn't moving. We're frozen in time! That was a stealth pun, I didn't even realize that. Anyway, you can go, if you have one of the snow guys throw a snowball down, you can dodge those bombs, but I want to come up here and get the cyber elf. You know, I don't know which any of these guys are. I am legitimately curious over where this guy went. You can tell I don't know any of the, cyber elf names. I only know Totten and 01. And, cyber elf. And, the E-Tank people, because they end in Ton. Or at least I believe they do. They do in this game, I know that. I'm not too sure about Zero's 1 and 3. Because you get sub-tanks a different way in 4. Actually, I hope I remember where they are in 4 from when I played that. Oh, lord. Now we have this really easy section because get the Z, or C, what am I, Canadian? Because we're at the boss right here. This is a rather short stage. Hello, Leviathan. Hello, Zero. It's nice to see you again. I'd love to play with you. Oh my. But unfortunately, I have no time. As soon as I defeat you, I have to take care of Commander Elpizo. So let's go, Zero. Now, I don't even think I actually gave her a chance to show off her S-rank attack, because from what I've heard, oh wait, no, actually she does do it. I think. The S-rank attacks, by the way, are ridiculous, especially Fefnir's. Again, the Guardians just have awesome ones. I wish I knew what Phantoms would be. Maybe if I do 03, if I somehow get an S-rank through all of that. Now, this is a really close battle. Because I do that, slash, 1 health. I was like 3 seconds away from death. While playing with you, Elpizo went somewhere. I got caught up in the fun of the moment. How foolish of me. Your strength drives me crazy. Next time, I'll do better. So see you again. Alrighty then. Well, that was a fairly short level in comparison to the next one. I hate the next stage so much. In fact, I think that the next stage, the ship stage, where you have to, the one from 2 parts back where someone was trying to bomb the base, and yeah, I think those 2 stages alone are why this is probably my least favorite Zero game. Also, we got the Sharp Edge skill, which is actually fairly useful. Then again, all the Z-Saber skills are useful. And one thing I forgot to mention is that when you get a elemental skill, or you get an EX skill, if you use the element of the person who used it, you will actually, or of the person you got it from, I mean, it'll actually have a secondary effect. Like, the Dash Saber actually becomes pretty much the normal triangle attack from X4. And now we're on to what is either my least or second least favorite stage in the game. Fighting Fefnirs. Oh lord. Gotta turn into TV. And we're back here. Phoenix Magnion, you better not come back, because I do not want to see you again. I just realized I'm going to have to fight all the bosses with the rest skills again once I get to the boss rush. That's not going to be fun. Oh lord, that's going to be bad. Now this level in itself doesn't start off that bad. It's when we meet up with these things again that it starts to get kind of meh. You can freeze these things as I'm about to show with the ice chip, but that only makes them platforms. And, with my low health, the damage they do is rather, well, painful. Now, it's not these ones that are so offensive, or these ones, even though these ones can be kind of painful because of the way you have to jump over them at a precise angle. And these ones you can just dash through and be just fine. It's the next sets of them that are annoying. And man, are they annoying. And here I am trying to get energy. Because Lord knows I need it. Did I glitch through his thing there? Oh, that's weird. The Pantheon hammers are probably the more annoying kind of Pantheon. And no energy! I guess you could say that energy needed a life. That was a terrible joke. But now we have what is easily the most offensive section of this entire stage. This section, which, well, it may not look that bad because I know it too well. If you get hit by one of these things, especially if they're going up and down, you're gonna either land in the lava or get crushed by the ceiling. If you have invincibility frames when you're in the lava, it's not bad because you have a brief few seconds to try and escape it, but if you get hit, it's gonna hurt. Then again, lava is instant kill. Pretty much, if you are not careful, you can get instant killed in one of 2 ways. And then you have them on collapsing platforms, which is actually easier, for some ungodly reason. But with that, we are done with those things for the rest of the game. Yeah, we are. And now it's just a strict vertical section. But actually, we get introduced to a very weird kind of Pantheon. I believe they're called Gunner Pantheons, or those the normal ones, but pretty much they are easily destroyed, considering when they're not attacking, they're just charging their beam, which is easily dissipated with just a quick slash. I believe that beam actually really hurts, but I rarely get hit by it. And they also have one of my favorite death animations when you ooh health razor. Because when you kill them with the saber is that their gun gets cut in half and then they explode because they're too dumb to run away. Which in retrospect is rather amusing actually. And now it's time for us to fight Fefnir, who has by far my least favorite S skill in the game. Well, in terms of what he does with it. Oh, you must be Zero. No duh. Ah, I'm so glad to see you again. I was chasing a guy named Elpizo, you know him, right? Ha! I'm lucky to meet you here. Now, let's start. Let's do it now. Here I go! Huh. Now, Fefnir is actually fighting out of all of them. It's still my favorite fights because he has a lot of really cool projectile attacks that are just that actually I find fun to avoid. It's when he gets his S-rank skill out that I learned that he is rather tough. What his S skill is that he shoots his stuff into the ground and it rises in some very strange pattern that I actually have never seen before in a Megaman game, as far as I know. And it's rather hard to avoid. And he does it twice in a row, so, death. Also, I just realized the ladybug things from that bomb stage are in the background. But luckily, if he doesn't really do much, he's pretty easy. That was really fun. Thank you, Zero. I enjoy a challenging fight like this one. Next time, let's go for even more. See ya! Why do all the Guardians have a psycho boner for fighting me? Seems kind of out there, don't you think? But sadly, that's also... no, I was about to say that's the last time we fight them in the series, but no, I'm wrong. But with that, all the second 4 stages are done. And if you haven't put it together, Elpizo's trying to sneak into NEO ARCADIA. I know that song. Damn it, Elpizo! You couldn't stop me, Mr. Zero. Switch it to the main monitor. Oh, what the hell, Elpizo? Guess where I am, Mr. Zero? Surprise, surprise, I'm in the deepest core of NEO ARCADIA. I'm in the room where the Dark Elf is resting. This is where even the highest executives are prohibited to enter. First, I'll awaken the Dark Elf. Next, I'll destroy the original X. Then I will be able to obtain the true power of the Dark Elf. I'm going to gain the ultimate power! Psycho. It's you, X. I'm not afraid of you. You can't move while you are sealing the Dark Elf. You'd better take care of the baby elves. What? What are you doing? No, stop. X, what are you doing? X, stop. Hey, don't go, baby elf. I won't give in. Never give in. Never surrender. What just happened to him? My words exactly. What just happened? What the... I'm not gonna lie, that actually made me jump the first time I played the game, because that sound comes out of nowhere. What was that? Hi, X. At last he has made his way to the sacred vault of NEO ARCADIA. Worse, he has damaged the seal of her. The Dark Elf. I'm sorry. My voice couldn't seem to draw off his attention. But they call her a Dark Elf. She is not fully awake yet. With my remaining power, I'm still trying not to wake her up. Is that a typo? I'm guessing it's a typo. Please, Zero, come to NEO ARCADIA. And please stop him, Zero. Why can't you take me? Please? I can't be lazy. CL, trans me now. We can't transfer you directly to the core of NEO ARCADIA. But if you go, we can transfer you to somewhere around the main entrance. Though it's very dangerous. But, Zero... Don't worry. I'm sure. I can work it out. I've been through worse. I went through X6's plotline. You know, I just realized CL's toe is touching the trans server. Shouldn't her toe be tranced? 0. And now we have actually what is my favorite level, one of my favorite levels in the entire game. Wouldn't you know, it has my favorite NEO ARCADIA theme too. Love this song still. And the thing is, this is actually a really fun stage to me because it's just, there's no pain in the ass gimmicks, it's just you and an army. Kinda like the intro actually. Plus, any stage, as I mentioned, that has this theme, I absolutely love. Love that death animation. Then again, the Z-Saber overall is just so fun to use. I love close quarters combat. If only the X series had, well, X had it in X4 through 8. Although X7 and X6 are things I'd like not to remember. By the way, these jumps can actually be rather tight, so be careful, because I have hit that final spike up top more times than I'd like to admit. So much fun. Also, this is the level where we get the final EX skill, so after this part I finally get to use my Cyber Elves. Thank the god! Then again, with the glitch that's been happening, I probably should have been able to use them long ago, but I didn't want to attempt anything. Anyway, don't use any elements against this boss, and you don't need the Z-Buster, but it's this asshole again. Why can't you devils just burn in the fire forever? So yeah, they're totally just reusing a 0-1 boss fight here. I'm not even sure what his S skill is, or if he even has one. Although I think he has the most, no, I think, did the Guardians have 3 bars? I believe they did. But yeah, this is still a very easy boss. I think it's harder than it was in 0-1, I believe. But then again, by this point in 0-1, I already had a bigger health bar, so yeah. And he's dead, still dies anticlimactically, no big fancy explosion, sadly. And now we can return here anytime we want, and we can also go farther into NEO ARCADIA. And that background reminds me of ZX. Why? Then again, ZX I actually liked. And 95! Booyah! Lightning Edge Boy. I think at this point I was freaking out that I pretty much got a deserved S. And we got the Filter Shield, which is the only shield EX skill, and it's also the most useless. Because I never used the shield. Aside from, stopping the bombing mission. 0, I'm glad you're fine. Thank you very much for your effort. Please rest a while. But with that done, I'm going to have to end things off here. Next time on Let's Play Mega Man 0-2, we're going to use Cyber Elves, finally. And we're also going to continue into more of NEO ARCADIA. And, possibly find out more about the plot. See you guys then. As I murdered this floor, for no reason.